Oh, I cut the guy off. Whoops. Let's do medium. I don't like it too easy, and I don't like it too hard. Okay, robot cricket. I need to check my graphic settings. What? I don't know what the graphics settings are at the moment because I'm in the character creation screen. I'm looking at stats. Okay, do I want intelligence? I hope I can change the cosmetics. I don't really like the look of like anyone but Primal. Everyone else kind of looks. Ugh. This is interesting. Cuppy, are you watching? Woo! That is apparently the epitome of charisma. Big ears and a smooshed head. Guys, how do we make someone look more intelligent? Just make his head big. As big as we can. Agility. Yes. Okay. Strength. Blah. Vitality. A long face for vitality, apparently. I think I want to go with someone that's a bit in the middle of athletic and intelligent, and it actually doesn't look too stupid either for that. Sorry, I just realized the game audio wasn't showing. Not bad.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad.
Thank you,
but a choice,
Trippin.
a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Color me light for freedom and loyalty, or strength and power? Huh. I usually do go for freedom and loyalty, but I'm also very, Cup, how would you... Well, actually, Fusion Buns, what would you describe me? Am I a dark and strength and power type of guy, or do I look like a light and freedom and loyalty kind of guy?
Is there an option C?
No. There's only two.
Well, do you have a coin?
Okay, hold on. Let me find a coin. I think I have one under my keyboard. Nope. Put it away. Alright, I've got a bottle cap. Alright. Heads is like the detail side. So heads is like...
okay, how about the... No,
what?
Yeah, and the spikes is in the dark.
Okay.
Flip it.
It's dark.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Best way to three?
I'm the dark side of you.
You're an evil
your
son
inner
of a...
voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance,
Balance
and
of the consequence of your actions.
as you move forward.
I am one with the darkness. I'm not sure dark is for me. I am one with the darkness.
I can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for
What
you
would your
when you have a
father,
change of
Anakin,
heart.
say about you now?
Sounds about right.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind
This reminds me of
you,
an old
two
game I
halves
played
of
and I
the same.
loved as a
What if
younger
I
one.
be a Zuko character where I'm like a bad guy and then I turn good later? That'd be kind of fun.
Better,
Yeah, but you'll be
heart.
hated by the main
My
cast for
ways
like a
are
couple
That's
episodes.
okay, everyone hates me anyway.
Light makes it easier to see the best end.
Cup hates me all the time.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
the
Is
goddamn
one you
time.
decide yourself.
well, if
Never
we're going,
steal.
Seems we're headed
if we're
in the
going that
right direction.
route, then you need to burn like half your face.
I am. Oh, well, I think my goodness has been eaten by the darkness. I am
Haha.
somewhat dark.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
Darkness prevails again.
What if I just completely do everything against the narrator to see what happens? can't be skipped.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Oh boy, food!
Free food.
Do you
Trippin says
remember the
that I
beast
do.
that
I don't know if it
shattered
was
your
for
family?
hating me or
Did
what.
you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the
Just
predator
not.
only grew stronger.
The anti only grows stronger. Nah, not really. I got some pretty great people, actually. Oh my god! Oh, alt to roll. Okay. Eat bullets! Monkey wheel. Oh. Nice. This is a... Cup, I don't know what you were talking about. The fighting style is actually kind of fun.
The fighting style is, but I'm just talking like in general. It felt weirdly unsatisfying.
I don't think I'm doing any damage. I'm gonna shoot this guy with a gun. Oh, that's my health up in the top left. I thought it was his.
Click, click,
Viper
pow,
bite.
pow.
This is it. This is kind of fun. Okay, that happened.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to
I don't think it's
end
wise
this
to
story.
hit that thing considering it's got a mine on its back. That it just threw.
That was an interesting encounter.
This time,
A
it was
shiny,
best to run
as
and
some
live
would
to
say.
fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
You have to escape an explosion.
Yo, Cypher, your character, not gonna lie, looks like a reject from the movie Cats and Dogs.
Wouldn't surprise me.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Move forwards on enemy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Got a little bit of Assassin's Creed kind of style fighting right here.
No, it absolutely does. The whole third person.
He looks offended that I shot him.
He's like, bruh.
Bro. Okay, so I'm a mutated raccoon. What is this?
You know what we do with coons down the south.
I found a weapon special effect out of him.
Either that or a Five Nights at Freddy's like animatronic gone rogue.
Well, I have an automaton now. I need all the clothes I can get because I have like almost zero
The oil
cold
sludges
resistance.
everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Dude, this is exactly like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, not you again. Oh wait, different guy. The sludge soaker. Oh,
We have updated the game to actually give it more impact, I think. When I played it was on release. I probably patched a few things that I was having issues with.
I just cut him in the junk.
Good.
You ain't gonna need it.
Learning.
Is that sushi? What is this? Anus.
So you cut his junk and you get sushi out of it. Interesting.
Mm.
I
What
mean,
is this sushi made of? Hold on a minute.
yum yum.
Yummy, yummy.
In my tummy.
Come get me. Oh. Huh? How did that happen?
He threw a barrel at you.
Well, more like he hit me and I flew towards him instead of like out of the door. Oh boy! Ouch. Come here.
3 days until Tales of Arise actually comes out. I can't wait.
Whoa! Can't get me. Rock-a-boom. I jumped into that one. Oh boy. Maybe I should have gone commando. Need a better gun.
Hey, Cypher.
What?
Can I borrow some money?
I don't have any. Leave me alone.
But you always have money.
Oh, I can switch weapons like when I pick up more or make more or something. I don't know if there's a crafting system to this, but we'll find out very quickly. Okay, iron wall. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you do more damage. Uh-oh. He has a car door! Oh no!
He's Reinhardt.
Okay, back up. That was actually kind of fun. I jumped over that guy and he got hit by his own guy.
Yeah, see, I had an issue with this game before because I feel like when I was hitting them, they barely had any kind of feedback when you hit them. They definitely added that a little bit more. Like the only thing you would see is that little white effect, and the character would not actually like get knocked out a little bit. Like you wouldn't even see their body move. I definitely can see that now.
Crane stance is just the typical rapid fire move. Alt, right click, left click. Okay. After I do Wong Fu. Okay. I'm digging this. I actually kind of find this interesting.
Might give this a shot again. No, I finished it because of that issue.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
The once was.
It's a Nike check.
From the god Nike. And then it's like in this post-apocalyptic world, brands are like considered like gods because they don't know.
I mean, that's kind of how this game is.
That
Is it
pipe
really?
looks weak.
A little bit.
Crowbar should come in handy.
I now have a crowbar. Oh, I have to tap it. Okay. Down I go.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Well, now I don't want to. Because I'm dark, remember? I'm supposed to ignore you. Oh, I'm a rabbit. Or at least, I think
Don't know what you are, let's be honest.
I don't know what I am. I know, like, my furry stuff is, like, half wolf, half bear. But, like, in this game, I don't know what the fuck I am.
Bonds that affect the cellular coding strands of any
You're a
living being.
half,
Possible
Man.
special attacks are prompted in the lower hand right corner.
When absorbed, including
It's like a mixture of a rat and a possum. That just reminds me. Have you ever tried playing Dark Souls?
I have. I have an
liked it?
entire YouTube video of me trying to do the first boss in the hardest difficulty, and it took me 8 hours in real life
Wait.
to do.
There's no difficulty in Dark Souls. What do you mean?
There is difficulty if you pick your class as like the really underwhelmed guy, the guy who's born in Dark Souls universe as naked and only
Deprived.
has a walk.
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
deprived. I was playing as deprived.
Well, you start on hard mode, but it's not technically hard mode.
Well, let me tell you something, sir. When the first thing I picked up as a weapon, you know what it was?
Stick. Yeah.
A broken sword. That was the
Well,
that was
everyone does,
after
I
I
think.
beat the first boss as that.
Everyone starts with a broken sword. You get your weapon a little bit later.
Toxanol built vessels called
I
arcs
believe
to save themselves from
the
impending doom.
Deprived actually gets a
What is
club a little bit later.
It is only from the flight logs
I'd
of
have
the
to try it
single
again,
arc they
but it's
left
been a while.
behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us.
The way the game
never
starts is you start with the broken sword, and then later on you get your weapon and shield you're supposed to have with the class before the first boss.
Well, we're playing Biomutant, not Dark Souls. Shut up.
I'm just talking, my god.
You can't talk anymore. This is my stream, not yours. I'm kidding. What am I supposed to do here?
Unga bunka.
What am I supposed to do? Oh.
I'll let you figure it out.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Well, that was fun. Ow. Okay. There we go, I got it. I didn't get shocked this time.
Yeah, you have a certain amount of moves. You have to be careful with
There are
those.
few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago. But it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare
I love
earth
the
mining
narrator.
and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics
what was
of
about
the
to unfold?
wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem.
Yes.
The
Fusion
world as
buns, I
they
hope you're
knew
listening.
crumbled as nature
I need you to stop
retaliated.
going
It would
and
never be the
eating
same
out
again.
and then pooping.
What
And
remained
it
of
goes
it
straight into the ocean,
became
and this is what
ours.
happens.
Well,
We need you to stop pooping for the sake of the mankind.
oh, you know, the people at my job wish the exact same thing.
Sound of smoke
No,
that'll go
you want to
pew,
hear the
pew is
best part?
never
We only have one bathroom
It's
in the
coming from
entire
behind
store.
that door.
So when I have to go, everyone in
a
this,
warning
like,
label.
we have an
The
air
box
freshener, but
looks
it's like the
a
cheap air
potential
freshener.
brain melt.
Sir,
And honestly, if you
I need to ask you to leave the premises from now on because I need a business that has people coming in, not leaving.
Dude, the air freshener after I get done with my business makes it 10 times worse.
It's going to take a bit of
And
puzzling to
like the
short-circuit
bathroom is right next to the office. So
That was easy.
There you go.
yeah.
So
even if you're out-
I'm living
But
in
even
a
if you're-
toxic universe that is what remains after you went to do your business. Countering an enemy will stun them. Stunned enemies. Okay.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Oh, I have to help him. Okay.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Good hit.
He's lived a long life.
Stay on target.
I am the master of gun fu. I shot the guy that I was trying to help. Whoops.
Wow.
Yeah, they definitely had a more impact to the weapons.
Whoops.
Thank God they did.
I hit the Windows button.
Made the kill.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Why not? I like to wait for backup to arrive. That'll be fun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wheeled one, you might want to wait a minute because I'm busy looting. I got more sushi.
Gross. You better not eat that.
I will.
Double chip.
Kim Hobe Bekuku Hifar Muk.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
No, listen here, Sonny.
It's Fusion
He
Buns.
presents himself
Back
I
as
love
in
his
my
name,
day-
but
he knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Back in my day during the
He
war,
doesn't seem surprised that you don't
I
recognize
used to
him. You were
take
just a
craps as
child.
big as this.
The night
Shut up, you're
everything
talking
changed.
over the good narration.
No.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar.
Oh my gosh, I am Zuko.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Mooma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
What did you do to my Mooma and
He says
Popsy
it has
Fusion
taken
Buns?
you a long time to bring the past back up to the
Just don't
present,
think about it.
to find your way back. But he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell
You don't want
apart.
the answers to
Your
questions that
Mooma's
you aren't prepared
disciples
for.
divided and formed tribes
Oh,
as a
boy.
reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Nope, I remember only cutting it down.
It all starts. It all started with Luna.
Luna. Way back, long ago. Oh, I'm so cute. Look at me. I still look really messed up. I have a tail now.
It started with a sleepover. A girl, a boy. And a town.
Asks if you
Oh
were
my
tired,
gosh.
as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here.
I don't think she cares.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love. He understands why you
Sebastian,
came
what
all
happened
the
to
way
you?
out here to see them, the potato people.
The potato people.
The potato
The
people,
potato
or
people.
Nono,
Potato.
are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here,
I
fueling
don't
its
believe in
source of
magic.
life.
Potatoes
You
are
might be
better.
right. Like potatoes, they're
Potato,
packed
potato.
with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Ah,
Oh, I guess I'm doing this now. I want to see something. Yeah, this is the best that the game has to offer.
rip.
Okay. Ruffle the glitter glass. Oh, I have to punch it.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
I'm
The
evil.
Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs
Why does
to
he have a
complete
shovel?
its cycle and grow
It's
into a
a
tree
net,
of
actually.
life.
So it's an air shovel.
The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono
Yo.
as they become one with the tree.
Yes.
You'll
Imagine
need a
like
net to
catching
catch the
a
Nono,
feral
and he wants you to use his, but
squirrel.
asks you to be
I
gentle.
was thinking more of
The
a
Nono
potato,
are
but
sensitive
okay.
beings, an embodiment of
And then
ki,
just launching it
primal
at people.
energy.
Cuppy Cup, how would you feel if I shot a feral squirrel at you?
I don't know whether I should be honored or scared for my life.
You just do that to random people. You're just like, have a squirrel, white. Ah!
You handle that net like you've
You look
never
unhappy.
done
Have a squirrel.
anything else.
What?
He's impressed.
Oh, this guy's seen nothing yet.
One day,
He hasn't
he
seen
hopes
how
the
I handle
tree will have
things.
grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the
I
tree.
had a hole in my head.
Don't push too hard.
I don't go up things normally. I like to climb or jump. Okay.
Feral raccoon.
I don't know. That looks terrifying.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own
It looks like
eyes,
every hentai
I
I've
have no
seen.
reason to doubt.
Oh, God.
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pencil
What?
into a
Cypher,
tree
you're
of
not a
life,
man of culture?
a life goal, not only for our villages,
No comment.
but for all of us, everyone.
Are you watching me, by the way?
One day, the land
Like you can see
won't
my
be
expressions
peaceful.
and all?
Not even
Yes.
your Mooma will be able to protect us.
I've grown out my mustache and beard, by
He
the
says
way.
you'd better hurry
Yeah,
back to
I've
the village
noticed.
before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
He only cares about Wong Fu.
She's the reason there's
She don't care about
and
me.
the only one
I'm a
strong
renegade.
the
I'm
six Wong Fu
I'm
disciples
like this world's
visibly.
version of Kung Fury.
Vunko Vunturbo.
He lost you there for a while, but no.
Isn't that the movie
memory
that's
is
like a
alone.
trip?
It's part of a train.
So this guy is guy.
He says he remembers every single day he
Also, did you
devoted
notice
to
his name
growing the
change?
Tree of Life.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's afraid it
Out of date instead
love
of best of time or something.
Mufurbo.
Best before.
The
Best
tree
before,
started
out of
to
date.
die when the end of days
I love shit
began,
like that.
and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Tuloya. Voto Lola.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help
Oh, there's a
defeating
world
the
map.
Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his
How dare you.
Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of
Merc
the
Puff?
Northwest Route.
Markiplier.
Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
Hufflepuff.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of
And
the
point
route
to
to the
Gryffindor?
southeast.
That means
Yeah,
absolutely
Mufurbo.
nothing to me.
Bumu.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Tuloya. Voto Lola.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Ba Loyalo.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Loma Utolo.
You know what would help? That
No,
gun on your back.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the
Mr.
World
Wheeled
Eaters.
One.
To Wavu.
Oh, waffle. Another world. Can I still talk to this guy? Nope. Okay. Goodbye, Out of Date.
You're getting the hang of it.
Am I gonna shut that doors to keep Out of
Quickest
Date
way out is
safe?
through the roof where they came in.
Nah.
And the rope.
Alright,
strong
well,
enough to
goodbye, Out of Date. You've served your purpose. I will leave you to the fate of the raiders, or scavengers,
Or bugs.
or literally anything else this weird world has got for you. I guess I just leave him to his fate now. It's behind me. A wall. Okay. Ooh,
Don't turn back.
It's Utah.
He's
know
dead.
that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environment.
I would say more snowy on the mountains.
That is true. Welcome
little
to
less green.
Biomutant, everybody. We're here. We made it. Roll credits. Physics, my guy. I really want to see that clip. After I'm done with this. Like, that was just funny. Oh, there's a shift option. Shift means I go on all fours,
A
apparently.
signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
I am topographically challenged in
Let's
this game.
see.
I have no idea where I am. I'm in whereabouts. Okay. Ah, I can fast travel too.
It's just like Assassin's Creed.
I think this is interesting, fun, and cute. And terrifying. Holy crap, what am I supposed to do about you? I don't think I can take this thing on.
It's like a dogo.
It's...
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
I have something to say, but I shouldn't say it.
Oh gosh. And the new person just hopped in. Welcome to the stream.
A survivor. Glad to see someone made
Oseda Koma
He's
Salute.
heard the stories about the
gosh.
terror inflicted by the World Eaters to
This
other
guy's
enclaves,
voice is
but
deep.
never expected one to come all
Looks
the
like
way
a
here.
koala.
Inner balance has two halves, a complete wholeness.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
I am the furry Zuko.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that
Too
spark
much already?
before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
I like this already. This is kind of like Fable a little bit.
Reminds me more of Black and White. If you ever played that game a long time ago.
I wanted to play that game. I've never been able to find a copy.
Because they stopped the guy that made the game, and the company that made the game went under.
Unfortunately.
There's out of date again. He must have missed
How
something
in the
important.
world did you get out of that hole
Boyo
and
boot,
also
why
so
can't
quickly
go
Out of
in
date
that?
says you will make a
Incredible
stand
harm strike,
against
might
the
I?
world with the
Incredible
support
arm
of a
strength.
tribe, and there are two nearby.
Cobra.
So fun
yeah.
fact, I think the people that made
Myriad
Fable
tribe
are
is
also the same
likely to
people that
be a
made
good
Black and White.
match as they act on the understanding of the greater good.
At least the same
Come, Reaper.
Regardless of who you choose.
lead developer, not lead developer, lead designer.
Cuppy, you're talking over
teetering on the
the
brink of
important
war.
dialogue here from Out of Date.
Sorry, I don't hear the dialogue.
The Myriad's
You can't hear the
conviction to
dialogue?
stop the World Eaters began
Well,
when
not
the
me, 'cause I got the stream
Leviathans
muted and I wanna
rose
hear
from
my
the
voice
depths
twice.
of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One
No.
thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
I also didn't understand any of that. What am I supposed to be doing?
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let
Can
the
I
world
just
eaters
destroy
bring
those
down
people?
the
They
tree of
sound
life.
really shitty.
But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Can I just
Shin
partner up with the
Tuata
other
Moti
tribe and then wipe
Huasa.
out that
Out-of-date
tribe? That would be
someone
kind of
needs to
nice.
break the stalemate and
I don't know
shift
if you
the
wiped them
balance
up or
of
not.
power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Luatolo Maua.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Yeah, move
I don't like to
forward.
play, though.
Boom.
Out of Date will be waiting
I am
for
your
you
ruler
beneath
now.
the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you
I am
need to
Prince
do.
Zuko of this world. Also, any viewers who are new here, we have a GIF option that should be working if you'd like to give it a shot. Also, there is a throwing fruit and stuff option as well if you're interested in that. Quest tracking. I have too many things to do already. I've only been born into this world for 5 minutes and I already have quests to do.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Do I want to go high or low? I do like me some rivers, though. Aura has been balanced. Oh, no. What's the map look like? Yeah, I'm going the right way. I'm running these people. The other guys kind of
It's
sound like a bunch of
unusual that natural
douchebags.
tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
I do like the fact that I can run like this. This is actually kind of, I'm not even sure what the word is.
I mean,
I don't know if it's charming is the right word. Oh, I thought people were fighting me. I was like, okay.
yeah, I found this game to be extremely charming and engaging, but there was something missing that made me
This area was
get bored
beautiful
easily.
before the tribe war
I couldn't
began.
stand the game for too
Oh,
long.
I'm in
It's a
Britain.
war zone.
I'm back home with my people. We know how to dig holes. Whenever someone attacks, this is what we do. I miss the UK quite a lot, actually, to be honest. Am I supposed to talk with some of these people? Nope. Never mind. I whipped out my gun, which is a sign of great peacefulness. I really like the aesthetic in this game. This is actually
That's
very
the
nice.
Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there.
I have
Way
plot
you-
armor, so it would be very bad for them to be foe. I don't know if... Oh,
Let's see.
I just realized what I'm doing when I do that. Okay. I don't know if that's TOS or not.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
I was gonna jump right through.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He can see you're a free spirit, so he'll let you in. The Sifu is always interested in meeting someone open to joining their cause.
I don't know about that one. I am, if anything, a mercenary. I don't really think I care about your cause.
Sibi? La fanen a ginkanman. Geratna fala hutut mustugai la wute. Karap la
The
wute.
Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore
Well,
the peace.
goodbye. I'm going back to the other guys. I believe in just destroying everybody
The
and...
Sifu
Yeah.
is convinced that defeating
Destruction!
the world and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a
I
better
just to be
place.
the most chaotic character in this whole game.
Bloody tick.
He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Karamoti.
But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
Just hitting up some friends, see if maybe they like to check this out. Because they might actually like this.
Papa mot.
He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101.
Out of date's
It
already
seems
writing
you've been
stories
helping
about me.
you next, and that's something you have in common.
Ah, guaremba.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Yo, you're wrong.
The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life.
My
He
mom?
hasn't thought about your Mooma for ages.
You
even
you
though
know
she
my
taught him
mom.
a lot.
What do you
He
mean
was
my
one of-
mom?
Hello?
Your Mooma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons. The
Kong,
boomerang,
you better
the
tread your
shuriken,
words,
the
like,
bow,
pick your
the
words
staff,
carefully when
the
you
nunchuck,
bring up my
and the
Mooma.
hook and chain.
What?
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
What if I just want to turn the Tree of Life into my, like, new centerpiece of my room? What then? What about that? What do you think, Kong? I don't want to
He
join
didn't
you.
expect that of you. You're the essence of a being
That's the
born
point.
good.
I want to be
It seems
unpredictable
that
in this
the
game.
darkness that's fallen on this land has also gone to your head. He thinks you should reconsider and follow your heart instead of your mind. Otherwise, he'll have no choice but to treat you as a rival.
They want to unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. Set the game end goal to save the Tree of Life. Choose your destiny and defeat their rival Sifus. Cup, what do you think?
Yes.
Should I join these guys or not?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's your call. I would go and look at the others and see what they want to say.
Well, then these guys will be my rival if I don't say yes or no. So, like, should I be with these guys or not, do you think?
Oh, really? Huh.
I might just be their enemy just because they put me in this situation. Fuck you. I walk in here, talk to you, and now you bring up my mother, and now you're gonna say that I have to be your ally, and if not, then you're gonna be my rival? What if I just make everyone my rival? What happens then?
I wonder if you can.
I
I don't
He
know.
offers you to
I've not
return
played
and
enough
take
of
your
this game to
place
actually
at
know
his
everything like
side
that.
when you found out you picked the wrong one.
Yeah, fuck you, Kong. Nope.
And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Jackney's Stick Fort as soon as you can. He won't be able to guarantee your safety now.
No one needs no
He says
protection.
that not taking a side in the tribe war is the same as taking the other side. If you're not with them, you're against them.
Then you're a
Oh, of course I
jackass,
gotta
and
hide-
you shouldn't do that.
Goodbyes are not forever. They're not the end. He assures you that he is going to be the be-all and end-all before this is over.
No, I think I will be, actually. I'm dead. I am not dead, somehow.
Minecraft water physics?
Can I drown in this game?
No clue.
Apparently so.
You'll be missed.
You'll be missed by nobody. Everyone hates me so far, except for out of date. Wait, what? I'm here now. Oh, now I'm here. He kicked me out, and I had to get up from the ground. Okay, let's go see what these other jackasses want. And if they're going to be like, if you don't pick a side and whatever, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to kill both of you and make you my tribe. I swear, they're probably pets of these people that, like, they heard about
That's
the fact
the
that I told their
Jackney
boss to
tribe's fault.
go away.
Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem.
Well, that's just convincing me more to just say, how about you go f yourselves? You sent people to come attack me, then sure. I'm gonna pee on your sign as well.
Let's see.
I'm off to a good start with these people.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Points out that the Sifu has a tight schedule, but is willing to let you in and find out if he has an open slot.
How about I make an open slot? I'll just cut down anyone who's filling a slot. Oh, hi. I'll be cutting your head off at some point.
The Jackney tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
That sounds really dumb.
He welcomes you to the Jackney fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101.
My
Seems
rampage.
you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life.
Why is everyone
He
bringing my
hasn't
mother
thought
into
about
this?
your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Why are you bringing up my mother?
Invented Wang Fu,
You're just as bad as the other
Originally, it
guy.
was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
Obviously,
The Sifu
she
was
forgot
waiting
about
for
the
something to
mini
tip the
nuke,
balance in their
the
favor,
tactical
and with
claymore,
you by their side, he's confident you
the
can
M1
vanquish
Abrams
the other
main
tribes.
battle
The
tank, the
one he wants
Challenger,
to deal with first is the Myriad
the
tribe.
F-13 fighter jet, and Wung Fu. What? What? I did
Their
not
kin
agree
must
to
put an
this.
end to the war before war puts an end to them.
Really?
It'll cost
Well,
bruises
Did they just
and
force it on
broken
you?
I
bones,
didn't even
but
touch
they
the keyboard,
refuse
and it
to be
just
the
did it.
victim here.
So
Huh.
I'm now
He
going to have to
wants you
kill everyone.
focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
My tribe? Am I their boss now?
He says you'll regret not being
That's kind of
on
annoying
their
that they don't
side.
let you
The
just
only
talk
way
to the
you'll
2
learn their
clans and actually
secrets,
hear them out
Wong
before doing
Fu
this.
and the tribe weapon now
That was
is
kind of
if
annoying.
you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you.
Can I just kill
He
this
tells
guy?
you not to be afraid. Your fate
That'd be
cannot
amazing,
be
wouldn't it?
taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Oh?
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Ya put?
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Od listening over.
I didn't even
remembers
get a
your
chance to
kind
choose.
and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you.
Well, we're going
A
to be
will
doing
to
Evil
do
Path,
good.
guys. Just so you know.
Anyway, you'll
You mean the
pass
fun
your old
path?
village on your way to the first rival outpost, but
Yes.
we've got no time to be sentimental. War
Ba-dum.
doesn't wait.
Hey, Alpha.
What up, Zoo? I gotta fix this. Hold on. Gotta fix this again.
That's fine. You can leave it. I'm about to head to work. soon.
No. You are a part of this. You are one of my greatest friends. You are a part of this now, and I will take the 5 seconds to do it.
God damn it.
Alpha, shut up. I love you. Just accept it. Also, I am evil, so fuck you, Alpha.
Oh, fuck you too.
According to this game, I am.
Just left. Oh, okay, it's back.
According to this
That
game,
kinda
I'm
brings-
evil, so I have to. I said no to the first guy, who was the good guy, because he was being kind of a dick. So I went to the second guy, and it immediately just said, "Oh yeah, you're part of their tribe now," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks.
Okay.
I appreciate that quite a bit. Thank you for forcing that." on me."
The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna head to
Be
work right now. I
around
just
when-
wanted to pop in, say what's up.
Hey, it was good seeing you, and I really enjoyed EDF and also Cop Simulator, even though it blew up in our face.
Yeah, I was not expecting that to happen.
That was probably the funniest way to end the game ever.
Yeah. But yeah, man. You have a good stream and a good rest of your night.
Yeah, if you feel like checking in, I'll be here for a bit. I'm still going to be going for probably another 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I probably will. But
That was about right for me as well.
meantime,
All right. I'll see you later.
Better beware, that's a monk
You guys have a good
up
one.
ahead. They were
Boy,
hit
boy.
hard by evolution.
Boy,
the
boy.
wonky ones especially.
Yeah, I can't find
Deformed
anything to do on my end either. Just kind of, looking around for stuff to do, and I can't find anything.
Having you here has been a treat, and I'm enjoying it. Take that what you will.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is not going well.
Tis but a flesh wound. Do not matter.
Oh, he's invincible when he's doing that attack. He's trying to hit me with an I-beam. Ow. And he hit me with it. I need a better gun. I need to get this guy a speed loader. Come on, Mom. I'm about to kick your ass. That's why I wanted to kill, because I knew a new level was going to come out from that. Give me your sushi. What on earth is this thing? A pinger? I've got a very rare shotgun thing.
Canon to me.
Very interesting. I have a shotgun piece, but I can't use it till I have a shotgun. Yeah, I need a level up. Let's do vitality.
Everything feels better.
Bio points. Psi points. How do I do this? One? Nope. Stat details? Nope. How do I do this? Aura?
I honestly don't remember.
I am balanced. 2 for light, 2 to dark. I'd like to upgrade, please. Basic melee. Okay, I've got basic ranged. Maneuvers. Nope. F. That's interesting. Okay, I got some more stuff. Yeah, the bonus ability Blaze will launch you forward and leave a trail of fire behind you. Down ability, it'll teleport you in the direction you're moving, create a shockwave when I appear. I like that. Ah, I should have gone with the Blaze because it would have gone for my Zuko character. Press down on the input you have bound ability to. Use an ability by... Okay. Vile Bile. I think I'm gonna wait for biogenetics. And then go for gear. Oh, I can make stuff. Okay. Key energy. This will give me 200 something regen. Okay.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Let me just take a piss.
Let's see.
The childhood village.
As time passes, memories fade. And sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Hello, Goop.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
I've already died to swimming, so let's get better at it. Unswimming. While in very deep water, you can slowly lose key energy, and you're out of key, you'll drown. Yeah, I found that out, unfortunately, very quickly.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Oh, she looks like me.
Kalino?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Antoro.
She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot to prove.
Kanamunta.
You should know.
You'll fight me
Practice
then.
makes perfect.
Take my eye.
That it?
She'll see you at the village square.
I'd keep the other one for later.
Sanna yote.
She'll be waiting.
I'll see you there.
There will be a
I will
surprise
fight you.
for you at the end too.
Bring it on. I will train with you.
Here's another
train.
familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could
Hello,
help
Winnie
him
the
pick
Pooh.
up some scrap for a thing that
You
he's
changed.
working on.
If
It's
you
your
pick
own
it up, I
future you're
don't.
risking by not caring for the environment. The next generation will pay for the mistakes of the last. You should look for things that are
Damn,
recyclable.
Winnie the Pooh
It
really
shouldn't
went
take you too
downhill
long to
after the
find
movie, didn't he? Cup?
All this honey. That's what an addiction does.
Hey, what's up, bro? Am I being bullied? Is this what's going on? Fight me if you dare, you cowards.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
Those two dudes in the background, behind them. These are their two leaders, I think.
I'll fight them. Give me your trash. Can I make my gun out of this trash so I can shoot those three people who keep shoving me out of the way I'm trying to go?
He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right.
Well,
He
that's
can
done.
work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Gizmo, teach me how to make a nuclear weapon. What? Wait, what? What am I making? I didn't mean me to do this.
I don't know either.
I made this, it has no handle. I will make it out of rebar, pipe wrench, butchers, a short stack, a mini club. He's teaching me how to make a banana. A sword with a banana handle. A thong woof. That sounds like something out of the furry community. Stick, tool, saw, stick again, axon, crank part, and rubber. Oh, rubber grip. I didn't even get a chance to change the blade because I wasn't paying attention. Utility. I'm gonna make mine out of that because that actually looks kind of cool. I want to change this. Why is everything so hard to do? Defunct. Alright, I've made a sword. I can fight these people.
Help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates
I wanted
those
something
able to
cutting
deliver a
edge.
sharp remark.
Well
He's
done,
looking
Pooh.
forward to seeing what you'll
His
make
name is
next.
Gizmo, but I'm going to call him
Seems you
Pooh
have a
now.
talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
I don't care. You
No, she
posted
doesn't
thugs
like
at
waiting
the
for
door
you.
that wouldn't
She
let me
wants
get
to
there.
see you on the village square right away. She suggests you better hurry up then. You won't get far with that attitude.
He brought me this far.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself.
Are you kidding
before
me?
she's
My
gone.
entire life is me thinking about myself.
She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together.
Okay.
You've always
And you
followed
choose
your
to
own
fight
path,
me
but
instead?
this time, she needs you to follow her.
Yeah, I
Like
gotta
Goku.
commit some murder real quick then, Mom.
It's like Goku's.
They
That's how
look
she shows
determined.
love.
Better
More
watch
about
out.
it.
A funky donkey Donny.
He asks you to stop right there.
Oh yeah,
and
the guy on the right
wonders
looks
where
like that
you think you're
douchebag
going.
from the village on the right, and then the guy on the left is the guy I'm working for.
Yeah, that's what I think so, at least.
Are you scared of me?
He's not scared of anything, least of all you.
Hmm.
There's no way they'll let you pass.
Good. I'm looking forward to this.
He
Bring it
wants
on.
to know who you think you are.
I'm literally your boss. Like, I'd rather be nobody than you. Yeah.
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
Yeah, wait till you see what I've made out of trash. You can't hit me, you can't touch, douchebag. What was that? Oh, whoa, whoa, I don't think so. Oh, this is new. Why am I down? I still have plenty of health. Mom, you're making
She
this
asks if
embarrassing.
you're hurt. What happened?
Bomb went off. It was very deadly. Killed everyone else. I'm still alive. Because I'm that tough. And the bomb was me. They're envious because I have you. We should invite them to train. They're insecure. Yeah, they should train with
She
us.
says it's nice of you to consider
So I can
them,
kick
but
their
they'll
ass
have
again.
weapon training at sunrise
literally
tomorrow,
about to say the
so
same
they'll
thing.
need all the rest they can get.
They should train with us. I can kick their ass.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Kannamunta.
It's time to focus on
Why
your
does me being
training
okay
now.
matter? All that matters is I kick their ass. They're looking past the point, Mom. Think bigger. And like, I like how she's like, oh yeah, you need to meet me so I can train with you. It's like, I just fought your thugs.
someone close to heart, doing what he does best?
Oh, is this Dad? Dad!
Takatnio umumwaka.
He asks if you could
Yeah,
help him
little known
too
fact for
before
anyone
you
who
leave
doesn't
for
know.
training.
I love my dad a lot. Like, a lot. Like, my dad is my hero. He asked me if I could help him too before I leave for training. Family comes first. If you tell Muma, I'm gonna go with family comes first.
He
Mom can
wishes
wait.
that was true for your Mooma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day.
Tudu Baba.
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
I think it's time for me to go. I'm gonna go make some food and probably pass the egg out.
Alright, have a good night. It was good having you here, Cup.
It was good playing with you. It's been a little while. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, there's Duolingo telling me I need to learn Swedish or else.
Baran udinamamba.
He's curious to see what you found.
It's our home,
Baran
your stuff.
wakumo
Like,
nas
I'm literally in
He's
your
gathered
house.
so much over the years, and it's hard to remember everything. Nothing's wrong with his memory. It's just...
I gotta fix something. There we go. Huh. Oh, I can craft armor. Good, because I'm tired of wearing rags. Hmm. I don't understand what any of this is. The divider. Oh, they actually have stats. In that case, I'm doing that. I'm looking for like 16 or 20. How's this? Okay. That looks okay. And that'll give me a lot of good stuff. Is that something I can change back to that? Something in the 30s. Yes. Okay, there's 30. There's another one. I'm doing that. Oh yeah. I'm trying to rotate this, but it's not giving me the option. Oh, I left. Okay. Left button. Sounds good.
Mashaku hirsave.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Zuni nenaften.
You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Und lumpfaubsor.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
I'm on my way, Dad. Hey, what's up, Mom? Look at the crap I'm wearing.
Kudutuku.
Your Mooma says it's about time you got here.
Kalino?
Says being on time would be better yet.
Anora kapapom.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
I'm just being an edgy kid now. It did sound like it hurt.
Yo no massa man barut.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Volacamo no barut na.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Aw.
That it?
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Oh, great. Winnie the
Chialdo
Pooh's
male
involved.
cano
Let's,
rutono.
You should go see him and find out what it is.
yeah, let's
You
see what
deserved it.
let's see what Winnie the Pooh is this time. Oh wait, no, we got this guy. Who are you? Oh, hey, check it out. It's the thing. Automaton. I have to chase it now.
Catchy.
Do male tu.
Your
Cachet.
Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Pala.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Sanna yote.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go.
Well,
and
it's
see
defective because I
whatever
had
you
to
see.
catch it.
Antoro.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Beri.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Ariaroche nui mumera.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Then this happens.
Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Quien siba. Camono.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Okay.
That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst.
Thanks for the help,
Make
Mom.
it.
Beri.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Pial tu ma.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Oh, shoot. You know, it'd be helpful, Mom. A gun. I had one. Being literally stomped on. I wish I had another weapon.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
Man,
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
I'm running out of stamina very, very quickly.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Am I in control? Nope. Now this is happening. Oh boy. Mom, do you happen to have a gun? Oh! I did not make that. And neither did I do that. I hit the button. Skills. I know, right? Okay, this time I got it. Just give me a gun. Oh, I didn't even get anything that time. Mom, aren't you supposed to be like a kung fu or wing fu, like, god? Why are we doing this?
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Why would a Popsy?
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
Mom, I'm gonna miss you. But literally the only thing you've done is lecture me about trading.
Is
That's
made
it.
for someone else. It's not lost, but passed on to the
But
next.
Dad is here!
Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
That was deep.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Well, I wish I had this back when that happened. Ooh. Why couldn't I have done that any other time in my life? What am I looking
Tribe's
at?
caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out. It's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Come on, tribe members. You wanted it to be the best, well now you gotta deal with this. Which is literally the rest. I don't know what I just ate, but cool. I'm stuck. And I'm dead. Alright, I think I'm gonna defeat this boss, and then well, not even boss, it's just the thing. Once I defeat this thing, I'm probably gonna call it a night here.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff out from the loose.
If I had a rocket launcher, that would be nice. Okay, so its back is invulnerable. Okay, I need help. Are y'all even doing anything? You have a gun. I've been the one firing the shot. Don't make me Django Fett this shit.
You're injured.
Ow. Better take whatever. Yes! Yeah, you were no help,
They've
douchebag.
received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of
Oh wait, you
Jagni
don't look as
warriors
stupid
are
as your
already
leader.
waiting
Never
for
mind.
you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek no one's sympathy.
Nice. Out of control room. What's this?
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning.
Give me that. Energy pack. Nice. Not very helpful for what I needed it for, but okay. Oh, wait. I forgot I had this. That would have been helpful earlier.
Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive.
Pack a punch.
What can stop you?
Okay. Okay, I need 2 for that one.
Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist.
What on earth? 350 damage? A clonk fist. The powerful tool can be used to punch through walls. What? Okay, I can't go through there. Nope. Hidden slam. Okay, I'm hitting F. Oh, that's a special attack they were talking about. Ah, okay, now that makes sense. New Wong Fu. Okay, how do I punch through a wall then? Clonk the wall. That's what I'm doing. E? Nope. F? Nope. Nope. Why am I getting this thing? What does that mean? This is not how I think it's supposed to do. Oh! Oh, that makes sense.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Nope, but I see that. But this is all I have time for, guys. I will catch y'all later. This has been really fun, and I'm really enjoying this. And I'm hoping that we do some more of this again soon. Thank you for stopping by and everyone who took part in our stream. I really enjoyed this, and looking forward for next time. Alright. Take care, everybody.